It is time for my Joy of Blue collaboration project share, where I get to share with you what fun, crafty projects I made this past month using the color blue. Hey guys, it's Beth. Welcome. It is time again for the Joy of Blue collaboration share. This is a collaboration hosted by Sarah, who is Craft and Relaxing here on YouTube, and it is just to encourage us to craft with the color blue. There will be a title or a hashtag in the title above, and it'll also be in the description box below. And if you click on that hashtag, it will take you to everybody who's posted for the March Joy of Blue collaboration. And if for some reason when you click on the hashtag, it's bringing some weird things in on your, search list, you can kind of refine the search by saying show hashtag results only, and it should clear up that list and show only those videos of the collaborators who posted for March. So with that being said, kind of start showing you what I made this month. I primarily focused on blue scraps again. And I was feeling kind of in a springy mood. So I have a bunch of scraps of like rustic kind of wood grain patterns. And so I pulled a bunch of those out and decided to play with them. And so I've tried to, the ones I'm sharing are the ones that incorporate blue in some way. And this particular card, the layout is inspired loosely by this barn quilt. Or I guess it's not really a barn quilt. I was looking for some like quilt block designs to make some small like barn quilt signs. And so I thought, oh, that one might actually make a fun card using up some scraps. So I did. I took one scrap kind of here in the corner and then just took some strips kind of going off of that piece and then just layered in some other elements that I already had cut. And then added a Hello Spring, because again, I was feeling kind of springy. So there'll be a mix of sentiments in my cards today, but that particular one is Hello Spring. This one I used Operation Right Home sketch number 83 and just brought in, some different scraps, kind of alternated the green and that kind of turquoise blue, and then went again with my Hello Spring stamp. This is Operation Right Home sketch number 32. Working with some blue and green patterns again. Just felt kind of very fresh, very bright and springy. This is my favorite thing, sketch number 300. And went with a pink background this time, and then that blue wood grain with the pink roses. And then this time I chose Get Well Soon. Now for these, I was just trying to use up some of the strips that I had. So chose kind of a bright pink background, like a bold pink, to kind of help the colors pop. And then I have two blue and a pink in the middle on both of these, and then did Happy Birthday, and just decided to add a little bit extra with some vinyl circles that I had. And then these are all kind of like just random layouts where I was just trying to use up some of the pieces that I have. So again, kind of made sure that each one had like some of that blue wood grain, and it might be hard to tell, but I fussy cut one of the roses out, inked it up a little bit to help it kind of stand out, and added that down there at the bottom. Didn't realize how much of these wood grain scraps I had. Just several different layouts there. This is Operation Right Home sketch number 171. Great to use like some of those thinner strips for. So I just alternated a couple of the blue patterns there. And this one I did greens and blues on pink. And then same thing with the greens and blues on pink. And now I'm switching to some floral patterns, because again, wanted something kind of springy and fresh. And so like once I'd used up most of the wood grains, I switched to some really pretty florals that had like kind of a blue base. This is the deconstructed sketch number 129. And it just, these didn't necessarily go, they weren't, like I didn't get them together, but once I had them out, I realized they kind of worked together. Some of the main colors coordinated. So I just popped it on a kind of peachy pink background there. This is the Sweet Stop sketch number 77. And this one, there were 3 patterns that did go together. Like this, and this were the 3 patterns that I had actually bought together. So it was a floral, kind of a check, and then a stripe. But then I had realized that that other floral kind of works, and so I incorporated that one in there as well. This is a sketch you see me use a lot. It's Mojo Monday sketch number 361. And I have several kind of variations of this. I had a little bit of that kind of stripe, or kind of, I don't know, blended stripe pattern. And then I found a blue honeycomb pattern that kind of worked with the darker in the blue. And so then just kind of offset it with that pink. This again is using that kind of darker rose or peony. They might be peonies, I don't know. Floral pattern with that kind of blended stripe. And then I have 2 of these where it's just using the floral that went with the striped pattern. That those turned out really pretty. Kind of off using the dark blue background and the pink stripes. This is I Love Sketches, sketch from September 2011. And it just had another pretty blue floral in my scrap in my stash. And so I paired it with like a really dark navy tone-on-tone polka dot. And then went with a lighter blue background. And then this time went with some Get Well Soon sentiments. So I did do 2 of those. And on all the cards, there are scraps on the inside to help use up some of those smaller bits. And then I have a random little mini post-it note here. I had some of these cardstock pieces in my stash that were like the perfect size for the mini post-it notes. And then there was a scrap that like fit perfectly within that. So I was like, cool, that's what I'm going to make. So it's just a little mini 3M post-it pad. And I used some Dollar Tree Velcro dots to close it. And then I did add a fussy cut, like half of a rose there on the top part. And then this last one, it's not glued together yet because I'm out of super glue. And so it's kind of like precariously arranged right now. But this is a bunny, it's going to be a bunny stand. And I'm going to zoom you out here for just a second, so that way you can see the whole thing. But it's a bunny stand that we cut out of some plywood on our laser machine. And it also cuts all these individual pieces that kind of go together on it, kind of like a mosaic or a puzzle, I guess, if you will. So I decided, like, there's other ones that I've made where I've just stained all the, let me find a good one that I can take off. So it's just plywood. And I've made other ones where I've stained like the different pieces, but this time I thought it might be like cool to do kind of like a mix of blue wood grain patterns. So again, I've got kind of that blue chevron on the white background. There's that blue with the roses and then a blue polka dot. So I'm trying to decide, since I haven't glued it down yet, I'm trying to decide if I want to ink the edges on each piece to kind of help define them even more, or if I just want to let them go and glue them down. But I thought this would be fun. Kind of like a little fun springy edition for our craft shows. And then there is a stand, so once it's glued together, it will stand up and then, you know, just kind of be like a freestanding little bunny sign. So hopefully the colors come through. I think that one was pretty cool. So that is what I have to share with you today. Again, please check out the hashtag that will be in the title, and you can see what everybody else has made. There's usually a lot of different crafts that are incorporated in this collaboration, because really the common tie is that we just have to craft with blue, which happens to be Sarah's favorite color, and she wants to kind of encourage others to craft with blue as well. So hope you guys enjoyed my projects. Thank you so much for your time today, and hope you all have a very crafty day.